singing a show ever again. So I was like, it's kind of a real one-off, really, isn't it? Have you been gambling? What have you been doing in Vegas? You've been gambling? Have any of you won? Have any of you lost? Okay. Right, say hello to my husband, Ernest, over here. He is on the keys tonight. It's Eric, really. Oh, you know, I never wear shoes on stage, right? I know these are very low, but they're absolutely coming off. They are. I can't, you know, I hate high heels. I hate high heels. And I've put loads of rubber on them, but I don't want to scratch my stage, because I'm quite a bitch about my stage. I don't like dirt and scratches and marks and things like that, and I don't want to be the one that actually does that after 2 full years of being here. So I'm going to lob these over there. I would lob them in the crowd. I did that in the summer in Munich. I did. I threw my sneakers, had to put a pair of sneakers on with an Armani Privé dress. Because it was torrential. It was the wettest storm I've ever done a show in. And at the end, my trainers were completely soaked through, so I threw them in the crowd. However, those are my favourite little pumps. Those are mine, and they don't make them anymore, so you can't have them. Okay, I'm already sweating my tits off under this wig. So, did you have a good Halloween? Did any of you do anything last night? I was telling the audience last week that I had to make 100 syringes of obviously non-alcoholic strawberry jello shots for my son's class party yesterday. So Tuesday and Wednesday I was doing those, and they went down fantastically. Everyone loved them. Kids from other grades were coming. I found a really cool blow-up blood bank on Amazon, like a storage container, so I got that. It looked like I really knew what I was doing. I think I'm going to get an ant issue in my kitchen though, because it was a lot of like sweetness everywhere, spilling all in the refrigerator, all on the floor and things like that. But that went down great. Obviously the Dodgers won, didn't they? Absolutely nothing. Oh well, well, it was last week really. But so this room was built for the one and only Celine Dion. And she went on to do like 17 years of shows here. Yes, and it was my absolute dream for her to come and see my show here, because the only reason I wanted to even play in this room or in Vegas or anything was because it was hers. And you know, so near the end, obviously this wasn't supposed to be happening. I was supposed to have seen you months ago for Christmas, pretty much. Belated Christmas presents, ho ho ho, bitches. But anyway, she came last week and it was a surprise and I didn't know. And it was just honestly one of the best nights of my fucking life. And I flew home in sobs. Normally I go straight on voice rest after a show, because not only do I sing like 21 songs like completely shouting, but also I talk a lot, which you're going to see over the next couple of hours. I do talk a lot. And but I was FaceTiming all my friends in England, because they was obviously awake by the time I got back. And I was like, oh my God, they're here. My photographer, my best friend Raven, is here tonight, and she's dressed as Jigsaw from the Saw movies. I know, but the reason I'm telling you that is because it's actually quite terrifying, and I don't want you to be like, what the fuck is this thing right next to me in the aisle or behind it. She's the best person ever, don't worry, she just looks terrifying. Okay, so she's down there at the front right now, but you'll see her. And also, I know I'm sitting down. I know there's chairs and seats in this, but I was saying a lot and saying nothing at all on my first album. I was 19 and, you know, I thought I had like the biggest heartbreak ever with my boyfriend at the time, which I don't even remember his name. So the fact that I was, you know, that dramatic. I mean, I am a drama queen, I know that. I'm a Taurus, hello. But I did that, and I was very, very lucky that I was able to leave London. You know, I was able to go all around Europe and come to America, which back then... Single seat on the very, very top balcony. Let me just check the wig in here. And I'm going to pick one seat number out, okay? Rummage. Last week, both nights are from the same block. Okay. Right, I've got one. Now listen, like I just said, thank you very much, Paul. Like I just said, it's one seat, so you can bring one person with you. So it's 2 in total, okay, like you plus 1. And you can come down and be my guest for the rest of the show down here towards the front. So if you're in a big group, well, I don't know what to tell you. So you're gonna have to choose, okay? Now, early on in the show, like earlier as in like when they first really got off the ground, there was a woman that couldn't come down because she had her 2 kids with her and no one else, which I get and I also don't get. I would absolutely leave my newborn up there with a total fucking scream. But I won't take offence, don't you worry about it, just let me know and I'll go and get another one out the Tombola. Right, okay, so we've got block 402, block 402, row A, 4 down, seat 217, 217, row A. Yay! Yay! Hello, hello, hello! Come on down! That seems to be an easy choice for her, thank goodness. Take your time, no rush, grab a drink on the way down. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so at the top of the show, I was telling you I only have a few upbeat numbers. I know my boobs might not, they probably won't fall out because my top is stitched, but if they do, please let me know and don't photograph me. I have enormous nipple pads on, it will be fine. But it's going to turn into like Showgirl rather than Death Becomes Hell, and I don't want it. Okay, so like I said, you only have a few up-tempo numbers and I'm being deadly serious, and I was also being deadly serious when I said I was going to give them all to you all at once. Because I don't want to lie, I just want us to get it out of our systems and then go back to being miserable. Together, okay, this is Send My Love. Just a guitar thing. I have to get my hair fixed apparently. This is lovely, thank you. Thank you for the gift, but don't throw things on the stage. Okay, this is Sammy, my hairstylist, everybody. I've obviously done something to it. Can I throw that back, please, Anton? There we go, get it to camera. Thank you. Thank you. Come on, Brazil. Come on, Brazil, catch it. Nice one. That first one, a bit of a flop, wasn't it? Well, at least you got it, though. At least you got it. Right. I've got 2 more around the other side. Do you know, as exposed as I feel, could you lift the camera up a little bit so it doesn't look like I'm in office trousers? Thank you very much. Even though I feel a bit vulnerable in these trousers, it's quite nice not to have a dress to trip over on. I quite like it. Feel free. Do you know, one thing I said I would do that I never got around to doing was learning how to do the splits. Too late now, I've only got like 3 weeks left. Won't be able to do it by the end. Okay, are you ready, Top Avenue? Hey, back row, back row, back row, yes. Very nice, back row. Okay, I've got 1 more. Let's go for the middle. Okay. Let's have a look. Actually, like I'm in the film now. The tea got one, okay, lovely. Okay. Okay, thank you, darling. Right, let me get a sip of my hot honey, and then I'm going to talk to our new friends. Oh, you scared me, Raven. She's standing right in front of them. Let's have a little stretch, because I can. Yeah. Okay, hello, my friends are upstairs, but we don't understand on that. Can you turn my fan off, please, Matt, up there, because it's, I don't know, it's just blowing up. I don't like it. I think it's gone off. It's going off. Hello, whose seat did I actually call out? I called out yours.
Yeah, it was mine.
What's your name?
Ashley.
Ashley, hello Ashley, and who are you here with tonight?
My boyfriend, Jesus.
Jesus, nice to meet you. Very, very nice to meet you, so I'm stumbling over my words. Now, where have you guys come from tonight? From where?
Stockton, California.
Stockton, California. Is that someone you know, or just someone that's very, very excited? Oi, Stockton, yes. And when did you guys get here? Yesterday. And have you done anything fun last night or today?
No, I just fell asleep at 7 p.m.
Fell asleep at 7 p.m. Me too. I fell asleep early last night too. Well, I woke up at like 1 a.m. like. Okay, and how long are you here for?
Till Sunday.
Lovely. What are you going to do tomorrow? Gamble. Now, do you think you're good at gambling?
No, but we won these seats, so I think
You won these seats, boy, right? Now tell me, were you supposed to come in March?
No.
Oh, you weren't supposed to come here in March, okay. No, I don't feel so bad. Last week, one of the couples I spoke to, I was like, she was just kept on telling me what they did last time they were here when I wasn't here. I was like, this was all right, lady. You've let me know, I've apologised. But I agree. Okay, so this is very, very lucky. This is lucky. What will you gamble? What game or card? Or I don't know. I don't gamble. It's too risky. What will you do?
Yeah, it's kind of a feeling. You go and see which one is better.
No, I mean, will it be blackjack?
Oh no, like the machines. Like
the machines.
The buttons, yeah.
Responsible and cannot gamble for his life. And I get very, very nervous for him whenever he's in Vegas, so I don't really invite him. Not my partner, I'm talking about my partner's friend. He's not really invited to my shows because it would all end up being my fault probably. Okay, so what else are you going to do tomorrow? You've got all day tomorrow and all day Saturday night. You can't only gamble, what else will you do?
We didn't get this far.
You only got this far?
Spontaneous, yeah. It was just spontaneous.
Oh, it was just spontaneous. Look at you getting a spontaneous ticket to my show. Very, very nice. That means the scouts did not get paid properly. That's fantastic news. Okay, well, I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful spontaneous trip. This is very, very good luck, I think, just to do it on a whim. And look at that, quarter bra on down. I'm going to dedicate this next song to you both, especially you, actually. And I used to sing a different song in this section. And I didn't do this one when I was in Munich in the summer. In the summer I did, oh, it's very nice to sit down. You could put me fans back on now, Matt. Yes, please. My Beyonce fans is what I call them. I did some massive, massive shows in Europe in the summer. And it was really, really great. It was. And I say that removed. I'm not being like my shows were great. Like I go to a lot of shows and I'm very, very OCD about attention to detail with my own shows. And it was absolutely spectacular. It was really, really great and everyone did a great job. And but I didn't do the song I used to do in this bit, but I did start doing the song I'm about to do now, and I really, really missed it last weekend, so I started doing it again on Saturday, and I loved it, and everyone else seemed to love it, and it's actually quite nice to be able to dedicate this to people when it had a really, really lovely sentiment, because the other one was quite bitter, so it was a bit awkward. This is to you. But Ernest and I are going to sing you one of, it might be for some of you, one of the first songs you ever heard from me. All right, go on, Mary. That was a bit frightening. I saw a piece of me wig flip round to the front. I thought I was on fire. Hello, everybody. Hello. Happy Halloween. Hi, cutie. Look at these nice decorations. Aren't they very, very nice? Hello, everybody. You love that dress. Oh, you're also dressed up today. Sparkles and black dresses. All look so nice. Hello, everybody. So that was my 93rd time of shitting myself on stage. Aren't you impressed that I managed to finally set fire to the rain? Absolutely thrilled. I'm alright because I'm quite open tonight and probably next. Breathe. So, obviously I've been walking through the crowd. Hello. For this song. Oh, you're very handsome. Very handsome. Just your eyes, they caught me. And I walked through when I'm about to sing the next song. I used to talk to somebody in the crowd. I would spot them during Hello or Easy on me and be like, right, I'm going to make a beeline for them. But I did that until like January of this year, and I kept getting sick. I kept getting the lurgy. And I could only link it, considering I'm a complete recluse. I don't really do anything with my life other than sit at home and hang out with my animals. And so I could only put it down with the show was getting me sick, and people didn't know that they were sick, and they were hugging me and exchanging like tears and just sweat, you know, and voices getting into me. And if I get sick, I can't do my job. I can't sing if I'm sick. So I stopped doing that. So no offence. And actually, you do me sick very, very much. I just can't risk getting sick. I don't want to. I only have 3 weekends left after this one. I very much want to finish on time this time. So it doesn't mean that I don't love you, but I used to ask them ASL, age, sex, location, and who they're here with and things like that. But also what one of their favourite memories from when they were younger was. So now I won't be doing that. And up until last week, I had always been giving a favourite memory of mine from when I was younger. But you know, after 90 memories, I can't remember them anymore. And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer and give bad ones or sad ones. And I am very proud. I finally figured it out, almost 37. I'm just a naturally sad person. I'm a naturally lonely person, even though I know I'm never actually lonely. I'm never physically lonely. I know there's millions of people that love me, and I know that I have such a real life. I shouldn't feel loneliness, but I just do. And sometimes we do, and that's okay. So I've learned to accept that I am a sad, depressed, lonely woman. I'm fine with it. So I don't want to give you any of those memories, because that's what we're not here for that. So can you come a bit closer so they can see it? So I made this conversation game. I'm going to go through this one tonight. I made this conversation game with one of my best friends, Jed, who currently is living off grid in Colorado, yes, in the woods, in a cabin that has no electricity or running water. He has to shit in the ground. And he's done it as an experiment for himself. He's a writer, and he wants to write about not knowing anything to do with the election. And Jed is somebody that knows everything about everyone, about everything, every single second of every single day. He's very, very on the pulse and things like that, to the point where I have no idea how he's coping, really. That would be like going completely cold turkey. I, on the other hand, I thrive like that, obviously with electricity and with running water, and with a nice clean toilet. But I love not talking to anybody or knowing anything. Is anyone else very overstimulated at the moment? My anxiety is through the roof. Ooh, lordy. Anyway, I did this conversation card with him, and he doesn't. I have sent him a copy now. I don't know if he has it yet, because there's no way of me knowing. But we haven't been able to play it together since it came out. So I thought, rather than giving you a sad, bad memory, I would just test myself and read a question blind off of one of them. So this category is a drunk tongue is an honest one. That is my motto in life. And you wish you could tell off. This is a good one. I like to tell everyone off. I wish I could tell off. This might take a minute. Hang on. I wish I could tell off. Who? I can't hear anything. I've got an ear infection. You know I'm hard Oh, I love you too. No, they're saying you wish you could tell off, as in like, you naughty boy. I wish I could tell off. I wish I could tell off my son, right? Because he got in trouble in Spanish today at school, and it's not my day with him, he's with his dad. So, and I'm getting back on Monday. In fact, someone here, you can help me actually with this, can't you? You can tell me what to say in Spanish to him, Cameron. Make me look like a smart aleck and terrifying. So that's a joyful, funny one. Thank God it wasn't a deep one. Last week I was in floods of tears with one of them, talking about apparently when he died when I was 10. Oh my Lord, get me off the floor. Anyway, this is when we were young. Lovely to see you guys over here. Hello. Did you have a good time? You have been a spectacular audience. You've been so up for it and so open and loving. Thank you so very, very much. You've been loud from the beginning and ready to rumble. And trust me, oh my Lord, your energy determines ours. So thank you so, so much. A great show as always because of a great crowd. So thank you very, very much. I'm sorry it took me so long to be with you, but happy Halloween. And I wish you all the luck next week. I live in America. My kid goes to school in America. I truly love being here. So I'm counting on you. I'm fucking trusting you, all right? Fucking love democracy. Right, let's have a